lot of cooks, when they start in the kitchen, think that a pan like this, without any non-stick, doesn't work right. Well, the truth is, French pans and a lot of high quality cookware, we actually want things to stick to the pan because it creates the basis for a whole lot of flavor, like in what I'm making today, which is scarpariello. So the first thing I did to get this beautiful fond was render some Italian sausage. Then in the rendered fat of that Italian sausage, I sauteed some chicken thighs, and I'm holding those aside. So now I have this wonderful pan with beautiful fond in it, and I'm simply going to deglaze it. That was red wine vinegar that I just went ahead and dumped in there. I am going to grab a spatula and scrape off all of that delicious goodness. Now, one of my best friends growing up is always looking for great dishes she can make that are family friendly for her kids, that she loves, her husband loves, and her kids love. So she took this dish and made it with sweet peppers instead of with hot peppers. And so now everybody enjoys it. So as soon as I've got a nice reduction on this, and I'm not gonna let it reduce all the way, I just wanna get all those caramelized chicken bits off the bottom of the pan. I'm gonna dump in a bunch of onions and let those sweat. So they're gonna cook for about 3 minutes. I'm gonna increase this heat up to high until they become translucent. So it's been about 2 minutes or so, and I'm just going to season. Just add a little bit of salt and pepper. Those onions are looking nice and translucent, or getting there. It's gonna cook for a little bit more. Next step is to add some garlic. The garlic doesn't go in too long by itself. It's cut up much smaller. It just goes in until it's aromatic, fragrant, which means I can smell it cooking off of the pan. The next item that goes in is some mushrooms. Not always incorporated into this dish traditionally, but, well, I just love mushrooms, so they're going in. Now the mushrooms, as they cook, they're gonna absorb any of that liquid that's left from the red wine vinegar deglaze. What I wanna see is that there is a minimal pull of liquid off the pan. As soon as I get that, in goes the superstars of this dish, rosemary, which is a resinous herb. I want to get them into the dish early so that all their oil and beautiful flavors cook off. And peppers. Using bell peppers for that sweet flavor instead of spicy, but this could be done with jalapenos, Anaheim, even spicy bottle peppers, you name it. Then as those peppers get soft, I'll season this dish again. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, building in the ingredients and the flavors as we go. And then as I get toward the end of this dish's time on the stovetop, I'm gonna re-add in that rendered sausage. And then I'm gonna take that chicken that I rendered off earlier, and I'm going to just snuggle it right in there. And last but not least, I'm going to add a little bit of white wine. The white wine alcohol is going to cook off as this dish is going. But you could also do the same step with vegetable stock, chicken stock, or even water. And now I've got a nice little sauce going. This dish comes off the stovetop and goes right into the oven for about 10 minutes to finish at 325 degrees. And 8 minutes later, I have scarpariello. And this dish is normally served with roasted fingerling potatoes. And it is just fantastic. These scoop off the chicken thigh and you bury it in sauteed peppers, onions, mushrooms, and you always make sure to get plenty of this very delicious sauce. And instead of bread or a pasta being the starch, to soak up all of that flavor, it is indeed the potatoes. And if you'd like, you can always garnish with some fresh Parmesan and also with some parsley. And there you have it, folks. My name is Chef Cicely Smith, and I'm here at the Divine Cafe at the Springs Preserve. I hope to see you here.